Hi everyone, my name is Alex. Welcome to the next Java 3D tutorial. I didn't solve everything in the last tutorial, so I thought, why not solve it in this one? Everything that we had to do, because I didn't do it, was to call the render 3d.flay. That's pretty much solving everything, and you're gonna see that this is a 3D world now. So I did everything right or correctly the last time, and then I just realized, oh no, oh no, I just didn't render it. Oh no. So this is what it gives us now. What it gave us before was a black window because we didn't render any of the pixels. What is that? That's like a flickering screen. I'm gonna get mad if I look at that. Anyways, insane. Anyways, yeah, I'm using Camtasia Studio if this rendering project thing is gonna pop up for half the video because I'm rendering the last video. But basically, in this world, you can see it's basically a 3D world in these colors. I think we can mess around with the colors a little bit. I'm a little unsure. Can we? Just like that? No, that's basically just changing that. Huh. Yeah, maybe we can by this. What does this give us? I'm basically just trying to change the colors of them. I'm just trying to find where that is. Huh? Yeah, I changed the color, but it looks kind of strange. Nah, let's just keep it at that. Anyways, we solved the problem, and we've now got a 3D world. So what are we gonna do next? Well, we're probably gonna try to animate this and try to make him like move his head, maybe rotation. No, I'm thinking of maybe we should do some. Yeah, maybe we should do some walking forward. That's probably what we should do. And that is pretty much why I added those X and Y. I did need them, but we were pretty much gonna do like some side stuff with that. Basically, at the Y coordinates, we're gonna like move forward and backward, and the X right and left. So basically, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do private double, and it's gonna be called forward or something. M4. That's pretty much movement forward, and it's gonna equal the forward. It's gonna equal to. Let me think what's best. It's basically gonna be. God damn it. Yeah, I actually paused the recording. That was because my project were just done, and I knew a big window were gonna pop up and ruin the entire video. But anyways, I think we're gonna create another class. I think that's gonna be the easiest way of doing it. So we're gonna A B C D E AE and we're gonna create the constructor public AE, and this class is pretty much gonna handle like time for our 3D game. I'm also gonna create another method in it, public void basically tick. All 3D games had like ticks. Which ticks? Yeah, it's basically a game that ticks. Anyways, what a tick basically is something that normally handles time in games, like something happens each tick, and this is in the tick method. I'm also gonna create a tick method if I haven't already in this one. Means that I'm gonna do public void tick. So basically, the AE class. Yeah, that's gonna be very, very difficult. I'm just thinking because then we need to have it in that class 2. I think we can solve it. So we're gonna do public AE, and it's gonna be called time handle, or something like that. It's gonna handle time, and time handle equals new AE. Basically, that's it. So down in the tick, we're gonna do time handle dot tick, and in here we're going to create a new integer, public int game time equals 0, and each time this basically ticks, something can happen with the game. But we're going to do game time plus equals 5. Oh, 0.5 or something. I don't know, something like that. I'm actually gonna make it to double as well. So I think that's gonna be good for now. And then in the M4, I'm actually not gonna take the forward first. I'm gonna start with the rotations first, to be honest. I think that's gonna be something that we will need very normally. It's gonna be normally. We're really gonna need it. So basically, what we're gonna do is we are going to create probably we're gonna create a private, and we're gonna call it rotation speed, a private integer, or double, it should be private double rotation speed equals 80.0 or something, maybe. And that means we're gonna create a private double, and we're gonna call it rotation. And now the difficult thing comes. Well, now that's actually easy. It's gonna be equal to game dot time, and we don't have the game yet, or not the game. It's gonna be AA dot. It's gonna be time handler handle. Why can't we use that? Isn't it public? Time handle. Yeah. AA dot we'll make it static. Time handle. There we go. Dot game time. And it's gonna be that game time. And it's basically, with this game time, no, we're gonna have to do this. We want it to refresh every time something happens. And basically by that means we're gonna have to have it in here. Rotation equals AA time handle dot game time. And we're probably gonna make it divided by rotation speed. Is that correctly? I don't know, I think it's the higher that is, the more, or the slower it go. I don't know. Anyways, rotation equals AA time handle dot game time, and that means we should be able to the XX at the XX. No, not at the XX. We're actually gonna have to create two more integers. We're gonna create one called. We're gonna create private double. One is gonna be called cosine, and private double. I think it's called the sin. And basically, I want my paint. I want to try to explain this for you. What cosine and sine, or sine, I don't know how to say that or pronounce that correctly, but pronunciation isn't the important thing in this tutorial. It's to learn. But basically, sine and cosine, what they basically are, it's going to be difficult to explain because I'm not a math teacher. I wish I were a math teacher for this, but let's say like sine or cosine is basically like these waves. Both of them are like waves, and one goes like that, and then the other one goes like this instead. So it's basically waves. If you explain it visually, it's basically waves that goes like in different patterns, and when we combine these together, we can make rotation. I'm basically going to show you that in Java instead. The rotation is going to be difficult to show you otherwise. But basically, cosine, what that's equal to, what cosine is going to be equal to is how cosine is going to be equal to math dot cos, basically stands for cosine, and it's going to be rotation. And then sin equals math dot sin, of course, and it's also going to be rotation. So it's pretty much going after the same thing, sin, sine. And basically, when we now are now we're going to combine them, and the best way of doing this is probably going to be to do times cosine, maybe times cosine minus depth. Well, minus depth times sine, maybe, because both of them are just going to be in the same math states, but they're going to be in different ways. So we're pretty much going to do depth times cosine plus c, maybe, I don't know, times sine. This is basically the same thing with exactly the same things in, but they're difficult, or they're different. So basically, if we run this now, nothing of course happens because I'm an idiot. Well, yeah, we should maybe take that in the next tutorial. I don't know why it doesn't work. It should be rotating. I don't know. Rotation God, where are you? Well, is this refreshing? I'm gonna try to do some live debugging. System out.println tick. No, I maybe didn't add the tick. No, I didn't. That's perfect. Awesomeness means I still have an ace in my arm, or in my arm. That's I'm trying to say an ace in my shirt, or whatever you say. I don't know in English, but at least I know in Swedish, and that's the important thing, you know. An ace in your rock arm, rock like hard rock. That's hard rock. Hard rock, no. But basically, what we didn't do, or what I didn't do at least, was when this runs, I didn't call it tick. That's something we gotta do, of course. If I run this now, this should work. Yeah, baby, it works. Yay. Look at that. We've got ourselves an awesome, blossom, prosome, grossome, not grossome, but we've got an awesome 3D game. We should add some viewing distance to it in like the next episode, but I think this is good for now. It looks amazing, in my opinion. You can, yeah, that looks really silly, but at least I'm happy that I made it through the entire video, because it was a little bit difficult a while, but here we are. We've got rotation, and I think we can just edit. We can just do tick in this. We should be able to just do minus to change the direction. Is that correctly? Yeah, exactly. So we can just do minus and change the direction. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm running out of time. Goodbye.